Hi, Brian Kautzman here, owner of the Family Karate Academy in Cleveland, Ohio. I got a chance recently to go up and visit Mr. Ricardo at his schools in the Chicago area. He's got two up there. And I wanted to share a little bit with you guys about my experiences. Some revelations maybe about the business and about marketing in particular. I know marketing is a big deal with school owners, right? I mean, that seems to be one of the biggest issues and points of concern for most school owners that I talk to, getting in enough new students. I think one of the problems that we've all come across, or at least some of us, especially in the consulting end of our industry, we get a lot of the advice, you got to do 10 things or 15 things or 20 things a month. And usually these things, if you'll notice, are all unrelated to each other. You're out there, you're getting your lead boxes, you are VIPing people on the street, you are passing out flyers, in your community, but there's no coherent message. There's nothing that ties them all together. And that's one of the things that I've seen about Mr. Ricardo, and why he's able to pull 40 or 50 students a month between two schools up in Chicago without that much effort. When I think about doing 15 or 20 things a month as a smaller school owner, and I've got one part-time guy working for me right now, I don't see how I can even do it, okay? But he showed me that there's a way that I can, and so he espouses a marketing strategy that is synergistic. In other words, everything kind of works together. And it's basically it's low cost. About 40% of his students will come from referrals. Okay, and a lot of these referrals are gotten through internal events that he markets to his current students. They bring their friends, sign permission slips, and then he has their information. Okay, he builds lists with this information. Okay, and that's one of the keys. A lot of other businesses outside of the martial arts industry have understood this for a long time, the idea of list building. But for whatever reason, the martial arts industry hasn't really gotten on board with that. That's what he does, and that's one of the secrets of his success is, he will do things to build lists of people, and then over time, in a friendly, attractive way, he's marketing to these lists of people. And that's how he gets his students in each month. He will do an event. Let's take for example this month. We're doing a back to school bash, right, for our 8 to 12-year-old students. Let's say that I get 20 kids to show up, and they each have to bring a friend. So that's now 20 new leads in that age group that I'm going to add to my list. Maybe next month I'll invite those leads to a board-breaking seminar. I'm not going to try and sell these leads right away, okay, which is something that is a little bit counterintuitive to me, right? I sort of want to stick in a 2-week free pass or something of that nature to these kids when they come to this party. But I'm not. I want to build trust with the community, and I'm going to invite them back maybe next month for a board-breaking seminar, something that'll be a lot of fun, a lot of fun for them. Mr. Ricardo's experienced fantastic success doing this, and he's built his school from. I first met him 3 years ago. I think he had around 180 students. And now he's pushing 450, 500 students between two schools. So it's been pretty amazing the growth he's had over 3 years. A lot of that being in a bad economy, as you guys can imagine. So I think the paradigm shift for me was the idea of list building. And all the different lists you can think of. There's a whole bunch of them. Your current students are one. Prospects, unconverted leads, people who've come in and didn't sign up for whatever reason, building these lists, and then over time, in a friendly way, marketing to these people. And you're doing this with low-cost internal events. Okay, we're not killing ourselves out there doing all this high-cost printing and renting booths at the local mall and all that kind of a thing. And he's also done quite a bit of work with the internet. The other, I think, 60% of his new students each month come from the internet, and that's certainly a topic for another conversation. That's pretty in depth, and what he's done is pretty amazing there too. But You know, right now the idea of list building and having a series of events that we do at our school, and we're inviting these people back time and time again, giving them free content, giving them free experiences, and introducing them to our school. You know, and eventually these people are going to become our students. It's a little bit of a different way of marketing, but I think a lot of people today in our marketplace have been so heavily marketed to, this is kind of a new, fresh way to get people, you know, instead of just putting an ad out there, putting a big sign that's going to get lost in the clutter. This is a real personal, low-friction way of marketing, and it sits pretty well with me, and I hope it does with you guys too. Thanks, guys, and I hope to see you soon.